Welcome back to BitcoinDorks. Today, we're diving into a fascinating story that's been making waves in the crypto community. An Ethereum whistleblower has sued the US government for a staggering $9.6 billion in an FTCA case. So, let's delve into the details. Ethereum, as many of you know, is one of the largest and most well-known cryptocurrencies in the world, second only to Bitcoin in terms of market capitalization. It's a decentralized platform that enables developers to build and deploy smart contracts and decentralized applications, dApps. Now, the lawsuit in question involves a former employee of the Ethereum Foundation, who has come forward as a whistleblower alleging misconduct and mismanagement within the organization. The whistleblower, whose identity remains undisclosed, has filed a complaint under the Federal Tort Claims Act, FTCA, seeking damages totaling $9.6 billion from the US government. The FTCA is a federal law that allows individuals to sue the US government for damages caused by the negligence or wrongful acts of federal employees. In this case, the whistleblower alleges that the US government failed to adequately regulate and oversee the activities of the Ethereum Foundation, leading to financial losses and damages for investors and stakeholders in the Ethereum ecosystem. Now, you might be wondering, what are the specific allegations being made in this case? Well, the whistleblower claims that the Ethereum Foundation engaged in a variety of illicit activities, including market manipulation, fraud, and securities law violations. These alleged activities purportedly resulted in significant harm to investors and stakeholders, leading to financial losses totaling billions of dollars. The whistleblower alleges that the US government was not only aware of these alleged activities but also failed to take appropriate action to prevent or mitigate the harm caused. It's claimed that government authorities had ample knowledge of the purported misconduct within the Ethereum Foundation but chose not to intervene effectively. Despite potentially being in a position to intervene and enforce regulatory oversight, the whistleblower contends that the government's inaction allowed the illicit activities to persist unchecked, thereby exacerbating the damages suffered by investors and stakeholders in the Ethereum ecosystem. This failure to intervene effectively raises questions about the government's regulatory oversight and enforcement capabilities within the cryptocurrency space. Given the growing prominence of cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and their increasing impact on financial markets, there is a pressing need for robust regulatory frameworks and effective enforcement mechanisms to protect investors and ensure market integrity. The whistleblower argues that the US government's lack of action not only failed to prevent harm but also contributed to the perpetuation of the alleged misconduct within the Ethereum Foundation. By neglecting to address the issues raised by the whistleblower and other concerned parties, the government may have inadvertently enabled the continuation of illicit activities, further jeopardizing the interests of investors and stakeholders. As a result, the whistleblower contends that the US government bears a significant degree of responsibility for the financial losses and adverse impacts experienced by individuals and entities within the Ethereum community. This assertion is grounded in the notion that regulatory oversight and intervention could have potentially prevented or mitigated the harms caused by the alleged misconduct within the Ethereum Foundation. This contention forms the basis of the whistleblower's claim for damages under the Federal Tort Claims Act, FTCA, a legal framework that allows individuals to sue the government for negligence or wrongful acts committed by federal employees in the course of their duties. The FTCA provides a mechanism for individuals to seek recourse and compensation for harms caused by the actions or inactions of government officials, including regulatory agencies tasked with overseeing specific industries or sectors. In this case, the whistleblower alleges that government officials responsible for regulating the cryptocurrency industry, including the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and other relevant agencies, failed to adequately fulfill their regulatory responsibilities. The whistleblower's claims suggest that despite being entrusted with the task of overseeing and enforcing compliance within the cryptocurrency space, these regulatory bodies fell short of their duties. By neglecting to take timely and decisive action in response to these reports, these regulatory officials are accused of allowing harmful practices to persist unchecked. This alleged failure to intervene effectively is believed to have contributed to the perpetuation of illicit activities within the Ethereum community, including market manipulation, fraud, and securities law violations. Consequently, investors and stakeholders suffered significant financial losses as a result of these alleged misconducts. By invoking the FTCA, the whistleblower seeks to hold the government accountable for its alleged failures and to obtain compensation for those harmed by its actions. This legal recourse represents a critical mechanism for individuals to seek justice and restitution in cases where government negligence or wrongdoing has resulted in tangible harm. The FTCA provides a pathway for individuals to hold the government accountable for its actions, providing a means of recourse for citizens who have suffered damages as a result of government negligence or misconduct. This includes cases where government agencies have failed to fulfill their regulatory duties or have otherwise acted in a manner that has resulted in harm to individuals or entities. By pursuing legal action under the FTCA, the whistleblower is seeking not only to obtain compensation for those who have suffered financial losses but also to hold the government accountable for its regulatory failures. This sends a powerful message that government agencies must fulfill their regulatory responsibilities diligently and effectively, particularly in rapidly evolving industries such as cryptocurrency. The outcome of this lawsuit will be closely watched by stakeholders within the cryptocurrency community and beyond. It has the potential to not only hold accountable those responsible for regulatory oversight but also to establish important precedents regarding government liability in cases involving emerging technologies and digital assets. As the legal proceedings unfold, the implications of this case for regulatory enforcement, investor protection, and government accountability will continue to reverberate throughout the cryptocurrency industry and the broader financial landscape. And that wraps up today's video.